Hello all, this is Anis with you. Welcome to my channel. In this ASP.NET Core tutorial, we will see how to create multiple CRUD modules in the quickest way. Let's see the demo of the application which we are going to build. In this application, I have created 5 CRUD modules. We will have a quick view of the modules in the demo. First, let's click the category menu. This is our category listing page. Looks very nice, isn't it? It has all the CRUD features like create, read, update and delete. Likewise, we can click brand menu now. This also has all the features. Then after, let's click the product group. All the CRUDs of the application are featured with pagination, search and page size selection, etc. Hope you like the demo. Let's see how it is done in action. With the help of you guys, our channel has crossed 75,000 views few days back. Thank you so much for that. So, to celebrate this good occasion, I am giving you the source code of the inventory project up to what we have done. Download the source code from this location. This will be very useful for you guys to continue this project because we are going to add many modules to this project. So let's rock. After downloading the source code, extract and open the project. Then open the app settings.json and change the connection string to match with your SQL Server database. Then after, verify that you have the references folder and you have the tools.dll in the references folder. And then right click dependencies and click add project references. Then after, browse to the references folder from the extracted project folder and select tools.dll and click OK. Then go to the NuGet package manager and click package manager console. In here, enter the command add-migration with the description setting up DB and then press enter and wait for the command to complete. After that, type update-database and press enter and again wait for the command to complete. That's it, all set. Build and run the application. If you have done everything proper, then your project should work fine. After that, first create a user. I am registering username as test and email as test@test.com with some password. Then press the register button. Wow, it got registered successfully. Now click Units menu and click the Create New button. Then enter pieces in the name text box and enter pieces in the description text box also. Let's check all the actions. Everything is working fine. So now you have the unit module with you. From here you follow on how to create the other modules. From every now and then, I will be releasing the source code of my projects. I have a lot to give. So please subscribe, share and like my videos. Then only I will be motivated to spend more time on creating videos. Once again, thank you guys. First, let's create all the models required to create the modules seen on the demo. Open the unit.cs file from the models folder. If you have just joining this series, I suggest you to watch the previous videos before watching this. And I have copied the complete code of the unit.cs. After that, right click the models folder and click add followed by the new item. Give the file name as category.cs. Yes, we are going to create the category model now because before creating the product master model, we must have to create all the supporting models. Now paste the code of the unit model here. from the clipboard memory. Don't get panicked by seeing all the error indicators. First, replace the word unit with the word category. Then delete the old category class. That's it. Now all the errors are gone. The category model is almost similar to the unit model, but if you wish, you can add as many properties as per your requirement. Likewise, I have created the product profile model. This product profile model is also having the same structure of the category model. So I don't want to waste time by showing how it is created, because you can create yourself. Then follow the same steps to create the brand model. After that, create the product group model also. This is also exactly same as the category model. Now all the models are created. Then we have to add all the model names to the inventory context file. That's our DB context file. These models becomes the DBset properties of the DB context class. Then after, go to the NuGet package manager console and type add-migration space adding supporting tables. And then press enter and wait for the command to complete. After that, type update-database to update the models to the backend database. Our backend is SQL Server. So far we have created the models for the supporting tables. Now we need to create the interfaces, repositories and controllers for the supporting models. First we will start creating the interfaces. Go to the interfaces folder and open the iunit.cs interface file, and then press Ctrl+A to select all the codes of the iunit.cs, and then press Ctrl+C to copy the codes to the clipboard. After that, right click the interface folder and click add and then click new item. Then after, give the interface name as iCategory and press add to scaffold the interface file. Now paste the copied code here. After pasting, we can see lot of error indicators, but nothing to worry about this. To get rid of the errors, delete the scaffolded interface code and keep only the code which we pasted. Now the errors are disappeared. After that, we need to do some modifications in the iCategory interface so that it will be easy to use the same code for other supporting interfaces. First, change the method named getUnits to getItems and change the method named getUnit to getItem. After that, change the method named isUnitNameExist to isItemExist. And then do the same for the overloaded method isUnitNameExist to isItemExist. Then go to the repositories folder and open the unit repository.cs file. After that, copy the complete code of the unit repository.cs to the clipboard using Ctrl+A, and then create a new class file and name it as categoryrepo.cs. Then paste the copied code here from the clipboard. Then change the name of the class to category repo and implement it from the iCategory interface. Then after, delete the scaffolded code. After that, change the constructor method name to category repo. Now change the return type of the method create to category. Then after, change the parameter type and name also to category. Then change the code from context.units to context.categories so that the category will be added to the categories DB set. After that, change the return statement to return category. Now we are done with the create method. Next, we need to do the same changes to the delete method. Please watch it carefully while I am doing. Now let's do the same changes to the edit method. I will show you in the 32x speed to make it fast. After that, we also need to make some modifications in the doSort method, but we are not going to do any logical changes. We are just going to change the parameter types. First, change the return type of the method to list of category instead of unit, because this method is going to sort the category list. After that, change the first parameter type to list of category from list of unit. After that, change the parameter name to items. We named the parameter as items because we want to treat this repo as blueprint or template for the other supporting models. After that, change all the occurrences of the word units to items. After doing the necessary changes, all the compiler errors are disappeared from the method. Then scroll to the getItems method. In here, change the return type to list of category. Then in the first line of the getItem method, change the list type to category and change the list variable name to items. After that, in the if code block and the else code block, change all the occurrences of the word units to items and change the units DB set to the categories DB set. Then in the line which is calling the doSort method, change the variable units to items and change the parameter variable of the method to items. After that, in the next line, change the type of the page rated list from unit to category and change the variable name to rate_items. And then change the return variable to rate_items. That's it. We are done with the getItems method. Next, locate the getUnit method and rename it to getItem. Then after, change the return type of the getUnit method to category. After that, rename the unit variable to item and return variable also to item. Then change the units DB context to categories DB context. Okay, we are done with the getItem method also. Then rename the isUnitNameExist method to isItemExist. After that, change the DB context to categories in the isItemExist method. Then we will also do the same changes to the overloaded version of the method isUnitNameExist. That's it. We are done with the category repo class. But for my surprise, there is an error indicator below the iCategory interface. Something has gone wrong. No worries, errors are part of the game. We will find and kick it out. Okay, I found the issue. I forgot to change the return type of all the methods to category in the iCategory interface. This is the reason for the error. Let's find and change all the occurrences of the word unit to category in the iCategory interface file. After that, go back to the category repo file. Wow, all the errors are disappeared from the category repo class now. Next, we have to create category controller. Before that, open the unit controller.cs and copy all the code from the unit controller using Ctrl+A. After that, create an empty controller and name it as category controller. Then after, paste the unit controller code from the clipboard and change the word unit controller to category controller. After that, I think you know what to do. Yes, you guess it right. Delete this scaffolded code. Then change the constructor method name to category controller. After that, change the type of the read-only variable to iCategory interface and change the variable name to simply underscore repo from underscore unit repo. Then change the parameter type of the constructor method to iCategory and parameter name to repo. Then in the index action method, change the type of the page related list to category and change the word underscore unit repo to simply underscore repo. Then after, change the name of the page related list variable to items and change all the occurrences of units to items in this method. In the HTTP get create method, change the variable name to item and change the type of the variable to category, and then inside the returning view pass the variable item instead of the unit. After that, in the HTTP post create method, change the input parameter type to category and change the parameter name to item. And then change all the occurrences of the word unit to item. Why I am doing all this extra work? Because I want to make this category controller as the template for the other supporting controllers. Now we are done with the create action method of the category controller. After that, in the details action method, change the variable type to category and name to item, and then pass the variable item to the returning view. Then after, do the same steps to the HTTP get edit action method. After that, in the HTTP post edit action method, change the parameter type to category and change the parameter name to item. Then as usual, change all occurrences of the word unit to item and change all the occurrences of the word unit repo to repo. Then in the HTTP get delete method, change the variable type to category and then change the method called get unit to get item. After that, change the variable name from unit to item and then return the variable item to the view. In the HTTP post delete action method, change the parameter type to category and change the parameter name to item. After that, change all occurrences of the word unit to item and change all the occurrences of the word unit repo to repo. That's it. We are done with the category controller. Next, we need to create the views. Copy the units folder from the views folder and then paste the copied folder in the views folder. After pasting, rename the pasted folder to category. Then open this create.cshtml from the category folder and change the binded model of the file to category model. After that, open the details.cshtml from the category folder and change the binded model to the category model. Then do the same for the edit.cshtml. After that, open the index.cshtml from the category folder and change the model to IEnumerable of category. Then open the layouts.cshtml and copy the code of the units menu item and then paste it below. In the pasted code, change the ASP-controller to category and change the text of a tag to category. After that, build and run the application. Oh, errors. In fact, I became friend with errors because it's a very long relationship, almost 20 years now. I really cannot hate them. Actually, I forgot to assign the class for the iCategory interface. We created the category repo but did not assign it. So open the startup.cs and copy the code which adds the unit repository class to the services collection and paste it below. Then after, change the interface parameter to iCategory and change the implementation parameter to category repo. Now let's run the application again. Wow, this time it works. Click the Create button to add a category. In the category creation screen, it is showing unit-create. It's supposed to show category-create. We can straight away enter category create. That's how we did for the unit creation screen. But this time we will not do like that because we want to make this category creation view as a template and use the same for all the other supporting models. So let's create a static helper class which is going to help us to get the model name dynamically. First, change the class to static so that we don't need to create an instance of this class. After that, add a static method and name it as a getTypeName. This method will accept the full model name and will return the model name without the namespaces. In this method, declare a variable named redString of type string. After that, open a try block. Inside this try block, declare a variable named lastIndex and find and store the last occurrence of the dot in the variable full type name. After that, add a catch block and assign redString equals to full type name inside this catch block. Then come back to the try block and assign redString equals to substring of full type name from the position of last index to the end of the string. After that, return the redString. Now open the create.cshtml and declare a variable named currentModel and assign this current model to helper.getTypeName of model.getType.toString. Then set the view data of title to currentModel space create and then insert the word currentModel before the word create, which is inside the h1 tag. Now save and run the application. Let's click the categories menu and then click the create button. Wow, now we got the model name dynamically using the helper class. Then let's copy the variable currentModel from the create.cshtml and paste the copied currentModel variable from the clipboard to the required places of the delete.cshtml. After that, open the details.cshtml and paste the currentModel variable from the clipboard to the required places of the details.cshtml. Then after, do the same to the edit.cshtml also. After that, open the index.cshtml, but here the model type is IEnumerable, so we need to handle this page in a different manner. So let's first do the same steps for this page also and run the application to see the output. Notice the output. The category index listing page is having a closing square bracket after the word category. So to fix this issue, open our helper class and in the method getTypeName, add a code to replace the square bracket to an empty string. Now look at the category listing page. It is showing the heading properly this time. Let's create our first category item. Enter garments as the name and enter some category description. Then press the create button. Wow, the category is saved successfully and we also got a wonderful Bootstrap alert message. In case if you have missed the video of Bootstrap alert, please watch it. I will have the link in the description box. After that, let's click the edit button and to load the edit page of this category item. Then after, click the save button in the edit page. Okay, the edit is also working fine. After that, let's check the details page also by clicking the View button. Then after, notice in the Create Category screen, the Create button is OK, but the Back to List link is looking odd. After that, copy the control div code from the edit.cshtml and paste it to the create.cshtml. Then change the value to create and comment the old create button link. Then after, delete the a tag link of back to list from the bottom of the page and then save and run the application. Now let's have a look at the category creation page. Wow, now it is looking good, and let's have this as our standard, and we will keep this as the template for all our model creation pages. Then add a category named mobiles and enter the description also as mobiles. Then after, save it. Today the world is running on mobiles, so we cannot miss this category anymore. Okay, now we are done with the category module. We can create the other modules. This time we will do it in the fastest way. Now open the iCategory.cs file and then copy the iCategory interface from iCategory.cs file. Then after, add an interface file and name that interface file as ibrand.cs. After that, paste the code from the clipboard and then change the class name to ibrand in the pasted code. After that, delete the code which was generated by the scaffolding task. Then after, press Ctrl A to select all the code of the brand interface and then press Ctrl plus F to load the Find and Replace window. In the Find text box, enter category and in the Replace text box, enter brand. Then after, set the target to selection. After that, click the Replace All button. Now the iBrand interface is ready to use. I told you creating other modules are going to take minimum time, right? Next, open the category repo.cs file from the repository folder and select all code from the category repo file. Then after, create a class file and name it as brand repo. And after that, paste the copied code from the clipboard and also change the class name to brand repo and interface to iBrand in the pasted code. And then load the Find and Replace window by clicking the Ctrl plus F and enter category in the Find text box and enter brand in the Replace text box. Then change all occurrences of categories to brands. Next, we need to create brand controller. Open the category controller and select all code of the category controller. After that, add a new empty MVC controller and name it as brand controller and then click add. After that, paste the copied code from the clipboard to the brand controller and then change the class name to brand controller in the pasted code. Then after, change the constructor method name to brand controller. Now change the private read-only variable type to iBrand interface and also change the type of constructor parameter to iBrand interface. Then after, try building the solution. Oh, lot of errors. No issues, we will fix it. Actually, I forgot to do the find and replace step. So load the find and replace window and enter category in the find text box and enter brand in the replace text box. Then press replace all. Now build the application again. Okay, this time the application got successfully built without any errors. Next step is to create the views folder for the brand model. So copy the category folder from the views folder and paste it in the views folder. After that, rename the pasted folder to brand. Then open the create.cshtml from the brand folder and then change the model binding to brand. That's it. We don't need to change anything else here. Likewise, open the delete.cshtml and then change the model binding to brand. Basically, we need to do this for all the files of the brand folder. After that, do the same for the details.cshtml also. Also, to the edit.cshtml, do the same thing. Then finally, do the same to the index.cshtml of the brand folder. After that, open the layouts.cshtml. Here, we need to create menu item link for the brand module. Copy the menu item link code of the category and paste it below. Then after, change the ASP-controller to brand and text to brands. Let's save and run the application and then click the brands menu. Oh, again error. I think now you also know why this error comes, because as usual we missed to add the category repo to the iServices collection. Open the startup.cs and copy the code which adds the category repo class to the services collection, and then paste the copied code and change the word category to brand in the pasted code. After that, build and run the application. Now click the brands menu. Wow, this time it got loaded without any errors. First, let's create Apple as the first brand. Seriously, I don't have any attachment towards Apple. Since it starts with the letter A, I created it first. Otherwise, I am an Android lover. Then let's add few more brands like Samsung and Arrow, etc. Actually, we have to add menus for few more supporting models like product profile, product group, season, product type, and more. So it is not possible to accommodate all menu links at the header in one row. To solve this issue, let's add a drop-down menu and add all the supporting tables under one head, and we'll name it as Masters menu. To achieve this, first add a li tag and set the class attribute to dropdown followed by nav-item. Then inside the li tag, add an a tag and set the class of the a tag to dropdown-toggle and nav-link. Then after, add the menu text masters inside the a tag. If you are watching till this, then definitely you like my way of teaching. Thanks a lot for that. Then after, add data-toggle equal to drop down and area dash as pop-up equals to true. After that, add area dash expanded equals to true. The important step comes. Move the drop-down list item tag closing to the end of the if block. After that, we will add an unordered list tag and add all the supporting models menu list items to it. Let's run and see the output. The drop-down menu has come and working, but the menu labels are not visible. So we will work to improve it. Add the menu text color to the drop-down a tag class attributes. Then copy and paste the inline style of the menu bar and paste to the drop-down menu. Now let's run the application. Wow, this time the drop-down menu has come very well. Let's click and check all the menus of the drop down. Everything seems to be working fine. So we are almost done. In the same way, I have added the product profile menu item to the master drop down menu. Let's add a profile. Enter name as main and description as mains collection. Then press create button. Here we go. The profile got saved successfully. And this time I have added the product groups list. Let's click the product groups list. Oh, we got error. Let's read the error. It says the view index was not found. Actually, I forgot to add the views folder for the product group. So let's copy the product profile folder and paste it inside the views folder. Then after, rename the pasted folder to product group. And then first open the create.cshtml from the product group folder and change the model binding to product group model. Then after, do the same for the edit.cshtml. After that, change the model binding for the details.cshtml followed by delete.cshtml and index.cshtml. Now let's run the application and click the product group menu. This time it got loaded properly. Let's click the create button. Then after, enter polos in the name and description text box. After that, click the create button. Let me add few product groups like tops, bottoms, etc. This will be useful when we are creating the product master in the next video. Next, we will also create a product profile for women. So all the supporting modules are now working fine. We are ready to create the product master. With this, I am completing this video. Before I sign off, I request you to subscribe and share this video. I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe to this channel so that you will be notified for all of the new videos that I will be posting. Thank you and bye for now.